One quiet court document in 2011 suddenly mentioned the name Katharine Ross. For most people, it was just another legal filing in California. But for film lovers, the name carried decades of cinematic history. Ross had spent most of her life avoiding the spotlight outside of movies. No scandals, no loud interviews, just a calm, private life. So when her name appeared in a court record connected to a disturbing family conflict, people asked a haunting question. What could possibly happen inside the life of a woman who had spent 40 years protecting her privacy? To understand that moment, you have to go back much further, long before Hollywood ever knew her name. Katharine Ross was born on January 29, 1940, in Los Angeles. Ironically, she entered the world in the heart of the film industry but grew up far from it. Her father worked as a journalist for the Associated Press, and her childhood moved to the quieter town of Walnut Creek. Life there was ordinary: school, routines, horseback riding across open fields. Nothing suggested she would one day become one of the most recognizable faces of late 1960s cinema. Her path changed almost by accident. While attending college, she stepped onto a stage during a production of The King and I. Something clicked. Acting wasn't just performance, it was transformation. Soon she joined theater training in San Francisco, spending years learning patience, discipline, and the uncomfortable truth every actor faces. Most auditions end with rejection. In the early 1960s, Ross began appearing in television guest roles on shows like The Alfred Hitchcock Hour and classic westerns including Gunsmoke. The roles were small, sometimes only minutes of screen time, but each one quietly built her reputation. Then came 1967. A script searching for the right actress reached her hands. The film was The Graduate. When Ross appeared as Elaine Robinson alongside Dustin Hoffman, audiences saw something different. She wasn't flashy. She didn't dominate scenes with loud emotion. Instead, she created a character who felt real, confused, vulnerable, human. The performance earned her an Academy Award nomination and instantly placed her among Hollywood's rising stars. More success followed. In 1969, Ross appeared with Paul Newman and Robert Redford in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, one of the most beloved westerns ever made. Later, she delivered another unforgettable performance in The Stepford Wives, a chilling story about perfection hiding something sinister. But Hollywood careers rarely follow straight lines. Ross once declined a major role in The Blockbuster Airport. The decision quietly changed everything. Studio contracts disappeared. Big roles slowed. Instead of chasing fame, Ross chose a different rhythm: smaller films, theater work, and eventually a quieter life away from Hollywood. Her personal life eventually found stability when she married Sam Elliott in 1984. Their marriage became one of the rare, long-lasting relationships in the film industry. Together, they raised their daughter, Cleo Rose Elliott, mostly outside public attention, which is why the 2011 incident shocked people. According to court records, Ross requested a temporary restraining order after an argument with her daughter reportedly turned violent. The case quickly faded from headlines, and the family returned to their private life. But the moment revealed something deeply human. Even lives that look calm from the outside can carry hidden storms. Today, Ross, now 85, lives quietly between California and Oregon with Elliott. She rarely appears on screen, spending her time writing children's books and enjoying the slower rhythm she once chose over Hollywood's chaos. And perhaps that's the real story. Fame gave Katharine Ross unforgettable roles, but it never defined her life. The woman who once stood in the center of 1960s cinema ultimately stepped away from the spotlight, proving that sometimes the most powerful choice in Hollywood is knowing when to walk out of it.